Right then, 4-0 victory for Liverpool. Made that look easy in the end, didn't we? And I thought all the way through the game, to be honest with you, we were absolutely superb. The front three really stood out. Obviously, all of them who started the game get a goal. Diaz's header was wild, wasn't it? I mean, it looked like he sort of hit it from the back of his head or something. It was a bit of a nuts one. It's kind of a cross from Joe Gomez there. After Diaz plays the ball over to him, follows it up, the cross comes in. It's quite a weak cross by the looks of it. And the power that comes off the header was unbelievable. And it was in the back of the net before you knew it. And it's 1-0, and that's the tempo for the game set, obviously. Cody Gakpo, I think it's the second that Cody Gakpo gets. Yeah, let's say it's the second goal. Mo Salah, brilliant from him, just drives across the box, plays the ball across, Gakpo into the back, and then Gakpo wins a penalty for Salah's goal. And Gakpo was just superb all game, and certainly when he was playing through the middle in that number 9 position, I thought he was absolutely brilliant. I thought he really it was interesting for me because, you know, you're looking, and we talk about this all the time, the 3-box-3 formation and stuff like that, and we played it slightly differently where we left Joe Gomez as an actual right back, and we played a 4 at the back at times, and then it was left up to who was it? Gravenberch alongside Endo, and Gakpo dropping in to make the 4 this time. So it was like almost more like a 4-2-4 with Gakpo and Harvey Elliott and Salah and Diaz playing it wide. And I thought Gakpo just linked everything up beautifully. And Ryan Gravenberch striding out for a bit of a deeper position. I thought he was absolutely outstanding at that, certainly in the first half and stuff. So yeah, I was really, really impressed with Cody Gakpo. It was much needed. It was by far and away his best game of the season. He's needed that, and then he wraps it up by getting a second goal. It's an unbelievable pass by Trent Alexander-Arnold. He drives forward, looks for all the world, like he's going to shoot, the copper shouting shoot, and he just sees this ball out the corner of his eye, plays it absolutely perfectly. And Gakpo still has a little bit to do. He could have taken it early, but he cuts inside, rifles it into the back of the net, and puts the game well and truly to bed, even though it probably already was tucked up and, you know, had the light off. And like 2 goals, 1 assist, wins the penalty, and the penalty was brilliant as well. Mo Salah just puts it into the bottom corner. But Gakpo really did control the game. I thought Endo was absolutely superb in all phases of the game, and you know, I've been hypercritical of his position stuff. His positioning was perfect tonight. His on the ball stuff was absolutely superb. He goes past men when they don't expect it. He brings players in, holds on to it when he needs to, releases when he needs to. But as I say, he was just everywhere, and there wasn't really a bad performance from any of the Liverpool lads there, and that's a testament to Klopp and how he got them ready for the game and how they got themselves mentally prepared to play this game of football. And you know, right now we're looking cushy, aren't we, at the end of the day, and you know, we know our name's going to be in the hat in the next phase of the Europa League, and ultimately we've put a good performance in, and we were miles better than them, and we are miles better than them, and we're a cut above them, and every single player played like they were a cut above them, and we didn't play down to the opposition today, and that's brilliant to see, of course. So yeah, absolutely superb. Shout out as well to Quansah, who turned into Virgil van Dijk 2.0 towards the middle of the second half. I mean, there's a point where we give the ball away on the halfway line, I think it is, and Quansah just backpedals and backpedals and backpedals and keeps making the player make a decision, and in the end he just goes and slide tackles him, and then a bit later, you know, maybe a minute or so later, he just shoulders, I think it's the same lad, off the ball, and he was well and truly in his head, and he was mustard today. Positioning, you know, absolutely superb. Strength, he showed it all. His willingness to put his body on the line when he needed to was there. And then Caoimhin Kelleher, who, you know, there's got to be question marks about Caoimhin over the last few performances that he had, but not tonight. He made 3 really big saves. The first one will have given him loads of confidence, where the lad kind of overplays that little touch, and it's a one-on-one situation, and Kelleher comes out and wins it, and from there he just looked like he was full of confidence and stuff for me. So yeah, he was absolutely superb again, Caoimhin Kelleher. Kostas Tsimikas as well, you know, could have set up goals, put a couple of balls in to the box that maybe should have been finished. I think Nunes was nearly on the end of one of them ones, but certainly in a defensive sense as well, probably his best piece of defending was chalked off because it was an offside, but it was absolutely superb. He's out of position slightly, he gets in, and he slides with Kelleher and their player, and wins the ball, and ultimately it is an offside anyway, but it's absolutely brilliant for him in. And there we've got a couple of beautiful people behind me who I'm sure were pleased with that one as well. But yeah, I mean, obviously to a man, I thought we were absolutely superb. Great to see, much needed for me on this cold night. Paul said before the game that it was a 2 socks and Bovril kind of night. I genuinely think it was a 3 socks and Bovril kind of a night, and you can see he's happy. Look at him there bouncing like a fucking lollipop. Anyway, that is my match reaction. Sorry, you know what I mean, I've just got to do this because I'm better at this than you guys. I have to cover more ground.
How many minutes have you done here?
5 months.
Fucking hell, Chris.
You know what I mean? Time for that. Hey, you want to listen to me? I can go another 5 minutes if you want. They're in my car tonight, so they can wait as long as I fucking continue. And they're making it take longer, to be honest with you. I'd finished about a minute ago, but them bouncing up and down has been sound. But no, listen, that is it. That's my match reaction. Cody Gakpo's an absolute legend. Liverpool are through. I'm happy. He's happy. Chloe's happy, and we're over.